How we doing there, guys? Mason here, Cardinal Gaming. Hello. Thanks for clicking on the video. Appreciate you guys watching. Supporting the channel, supporting the store. Let's do a little market watch today. Market watch on Chilling Reign. As you guys know, I always love to use the website Pika Stocks, pikastocks.com. They have this nice little graph that we can look at and go over pricing information and things that are happening just across the board and in time. I have kind of moved this data point so it's past the release date, so all these are going to not include the crazy run-ups with things like pre-orders and stuff that are always way higher than they typically should be. So that's going to give us a little more tighter information and give us a little more better idea of the peaks and valleys on this graph here. So looking at the booster box, holding really strong at 120. People just thinking that the sky is falling on Modern, and it's absolutely not. $120 on a booster box. A month, well, are we a month out? Yeah, almost exactly a month out from release. It's fine. 120 bucks for a booster box. Still cheaper than MSRP, and but still a very strong number and amount for a set like this. For one, I am out of Chilling Reign booster boxes. I have none, and I know some other stores out there are probably in the same boat as me. So that's probably helping the prices to be really high, because just the demand is still really super strong, and we're still selling a ton of them to people that want to open up packs, and that maybe didn't get to open up packs for months and months. Now they finally get to. So Chilling Reign is a very strong set and has a lot of good stuff in it, and the value's there. A lot of super strong, super valuable cards in this set still, and that is encouraging and encourages people to open sealed product. It's the gambling aspect is very much real. Chilling Reign being not like a super, it's a standard set. There's not anything that is really pressing in this set that has to be gone after and hoarded. It's not really the case. A lot of this Chilling Reign product, I do believe, is still being bought to primarily be opened. And even the good cards, the playable cards in the set, like the Shadow Rider VMAX and those cards, still seeing super strong numbers, even for the regular alts, or the regular arts of it. A regular Shadow Rider V is still $6-7 right now. So that's the amount of that is probably being opened of that card, and for it to still be holding a pretty strong value is pretty incredible. So let's go through it. No more stalling. Again, this is pikastocks.com. Now remember, we want to look at this green line here. The green line is the lowest active price on this whatever item it is, and then the average is what it's sold for, and taking into account other factors. And the market price is the TCG player market price, which is again aggregated based on past history sales and kind of like the median of things that are listed. It's a weird algorithm, but it's gives you a pretty good idea most of the time. As you can see, it's pretty high typically, though, just a little higher than what the lowest active is. But lowest active is always going to show us, because it should be where if all things are equal the same and nobody cares about the seller, that the lowest priced item should sell first, right? That makes sense. So, but yeah, you see, pretty steady. It's been bouncing around between 120. The low on this website says 105, but if you go to TCG Player and actually go on the website, let me make sure I'm all queued up so you guys can actually see this. But the lowest is still 120, so that line is actually a little misleading there, because 120 is still the going rate for these boxes. And our good buddies over at the gaming company, which always has tons of booster boxes up, apparently have sold through all their stuff. So it looks like these shops that are in these lower categories don't have a lot. They don't have 50, 100 boxes. These are all under 20 here on this first page. So who knows? If we don't last till the next wave of the booster boxes, this price may go up. But yeah, so let's look at. I was looking at Evolving Skies earlier. That is straight direct MSRP on a booster box. Okay, so Blaziken, Alt Art, obviously super good card, super strong card. Price-wise, it's been, as you can see, pretty steady. Not a whole lot going on. It has come down a little bit from the initial little bobbles in the first week. Looks like it's settling right around 115-ish for the low on that. So, you know, for an alternate art, anything over $100, I think, for a card in any standard set is very good. Remember, the Alt Art Tyranitar from Battle Styles, kind of use that as your gauge. If that's your super uber premium awesome card that you want to pull, $100 is about right. So Blaziken still holding strong. I was just going through, picking up some other ones of the alt arts. Galarian Articuno seems just to want to stick around right at $50. Again, hasn't moved a whole lot. A couple bops here and there, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Very steady. The Ice Rider Calyrex regular V, the alt art of that, actually seeing a little movement upwards. I know that the card and the deck is actually has some eyes on it, so maybe people are buying it to build a deck with, and you know, maybe seeing a little bit of bump from playability. So that's interesting. Again, anytime cards go up, it's just a weird thing to see. So yeah, that's interesting. On the regular Ice Rider, Galarian Zapdos alt art, again super consistent. Was right around once, it looks like 75. It's gone down to about 70, you know, 68. So again, sitting right in that range. And again, consider, you know, this is the newest standard set. It's been out a month. All the product that's been open and all the people that have been cracking this stuff, and these single prices are still very solid. Very, there's no off a cliff that they're diving off of. Very flat, very consistent. It's very unusual to not see, at least in the first couple weeks, you know, a big dip. But it's just a flat line. And this card actually went up a little bit from the release. So Galarian Slowking, a weird situation with this, and I want to talk to you guys about this. Looks like after the first week, right around, it looks like right under $30, and some sort of buyout happened where it pushed this card right up to 60, doubled it. Very interesting how very exact that is. I think this is probably maybe a big player in the market speculating on this card, thinking that it's going to do something crazy. And then, as you can see, it's kind of rocky after that, as people went, oh shoot, I got one of those, and it's $60. Let's get rid of it. So a lot of the prices bouncing around, and then going back up to 75, and still settling around right around 60 before it's come back down to, looks like, 35-ish range. So an interesting little history with Galarian Slowking alt art here. That's just a unique graph as far as you know, things being flatline. The good flatline is what you want, but Slowking is very bouncing around. Galarian Rapidash, super good looking card. I'm still yet to see one in the store, so it's kind of weird. It's super good looking, super cool. I think at $35 is pretty good of a price for this card. I'm kind of surprised it's not up there a little higher, but you know, tastes are my own, and they vary from person to person. Now, Galarian Moltres V. Check out this bad boy. I'm gonna add the market and the average back on there so you can kind of see that a little better. You know, right off the gate, right around 115, and right now a little higher, 125, 120. So obviously, very good sought after card. Again, another card above $100, up in the $120 range. Again, thinking about the battle styles with the Tyranitar, but we have two of them in this set, and multiple other cards above $50, $60, and you know, a even larger, probably 10 to 15 card pool that is upper, you know, above $20, and Battle Styles just doesn't have that same power down in the middle ranks. So as far as like bang for your buck and the possibility of a strong return if you're opening packs, just open packs, Chilling Reign is still where it's at, and Again, even like these mid-range alt arts. This is the Shadow Rider regular art for the V. Or, I'm sorry, the alt art for the regular V, not the V Max. Still just sitting right here at $40, which would be a very solid hit out of a to a case kind of a pull rate. It's a very good pricing for one of the cheaper cards that you'll be getting. So it's just a very interesting thing going on. We can look at some more here. If we turn off the commons and uncommons here. I want to look at the Shadow Rider, the regular Shadow Rider, just one more time. I don't know why I didn't have it pulled up, but look at the alt, and then just the regular VMAX. VMAX is doing good work right now as far as a card. Again, playable. We're gonna trim it up to the release day. Lots of ups and downs, lots of movement because obviously playable cards do see sales through TCG Player on a more regular basis. So you're going to see these ups and downs as prices and people buy out the stock and stuff like that. So sitting right at $20 looks like. Did a little bit of a dip today down to 17, but the way it's been bouncing around, $20 for a VMAX, pretty solid. Can't complain too much about that. And then the alt art of that, turn on the low and trim it up here. Whoop. Now see, this is kind of a more traditional, kind of a steady, just decline down. Looks like it's settling right at $90. Did a little uptick today, but yeah. Still, multiple cards above $50. 10 to 15 cards above 20. It's all you could ask for a standard set, and for stuff that if you want to go and buy a box just to have fun. Your possibility of not completely losing it at $120 is, it's there. It's a risk, sure, but it's a safer risk, and it's definitely a more consistent hits across the box as opposed to just like you're just looking for like a Vivid Voltage box, for example, and you're only looking for that Rainbow Pikachu. So just a different kind of a set than Vivid Voltage, and kind of like Battle Styles even. Just in the amount of good value still in the singles. So interesting thing to look at, interesting thing to see a month out. Yeah, it's just a good healthy place for the market to be in for both collector cards and for playable cards. So I hope you guys appreciated looking at this kind of stuff. I think it's interesting to look at. Hopefully you did too. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for clicking on the video, like I said, and supporting the store. Until next time, guys. See ya.